Good afternoon. I'm Maya Sundermeyer, and I would like to welcome you to the latest episode of my blog series. So far, I've been able to share my own experiences with you guys on what it's been like for me to live with autism. Other times, I like to give my 2 cents as to what's going on with autism in the media. And a third thing that I like to do is give tips to individuals on the spectrum, as well as families and peers and mentors, and anyone that is not in the autism community. And I also like to cover topics that I'm passionate about that have absolutely nothing to do with autism whatsoever. And in this video, what I'd like to do is give tips to individuals on the spectrum and their families. And what I wanted to do was talk to you guys about bullying. Now, bullying, as you know, does not just contain to the school settings. Bullying can be anywhere. I mean, it can be by our family members, it can be by our peers, it can be by people who are our best friends, it can be by anybody, anywhere, anytime. And I wanted to mention that there's several types of bullying. The first one that you think of, which is the malignant bullying, where one beats up the victim, and they hit them and kick them, or they call them a bunch of names, they isolate them, they tell them they're too stupid to be at their table, they go around and spread malicious gossip. That's a form of bullying. And then you have bullies who act like your best friend and they're really two-faced. That's more of a non-malignant bullying. And then there's bullying by omission, where people make it to where they don't want to sit with you at lunchtime or be with you because one person didn't like you and they decided to spread gossip. And that happens similarly with cyberbullying, where one person doesn't like you and they post something on social media, and they spread what they say. They take pictures of you, and they're humiliating ones, and it just spreads on and on and on. And then we go on to more non-malignant bullying. I forget what the title is, where someone can be the role of your best friend, and rather than being two-faced, what they do to you is they constantly push your buttons, or they cut you with nasty words in a sweet and gentle way. And it sounds friendly, but what they're really doing is they're trying to hurt you. And another thing that these bullies can do is they not only put you down that way, they isolate you from their friends and families, and they can come up to you and they tell you that their friends or their family don't like you because you've got this quirk, or you've got that quirk. And they think you're too bubbly, or they think you talk too much, or they don't like your haircut. And I mean, again, I think it's a form of bullying because they like to make cutting remarks. And they can also make you envious of something that they got that you wanted first. And they can boast about that. They can rub it in your face. And I wanted to also let you know that there are your real friends who do turn into bullies. And that's probably because they get involved in the wrong crowds. And let's say that the other groups of people decide that they don't like you because they don't understand Asperger's syndrome, or they don't understand that you still like the Minions and they like Gossip Magazine. And so what they're going to do is they're going to tell your friend not to hang out with them because they'll dump her if she doesn't listen to them. So rather than standing up to them, she gets scared and she starts hanging out with these girls who like Gossip Magazine. And of course, she will start going along with them and start calling you names, or they will play vicious jokes on you and anything. So it's more of a peer pressure thing. And then another part of bullying has to do with ignorance. It depends on how your friend or how the bully was raised. It has to do with how their family members are treating them at home. It has to do with what their values were. And it has to do with how that person is really feeling about themselves. So, anyway, I'm out of time. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, go ahead. If you have any comments, please do not be afraid to state below. And share this on Twitter, and be sure to like my Twitter page, and share my footage, and comment below. I already said that, didn't I? But anyway, until next time, I'm Maya.